Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Just Chatting podcast. This is episode 13, and today I'm here with the wonderful, popular, and one of the greatest OF creators of all time, most successful women in the business, Amouranth.
Hey, thanks for having me. I brought us a gift. Brought you a gift.
Oh, I wonder what it is.
It's my beer. Straight from the source, yours truly, with my yeast.
So, Amouranth, you say you're making a beer. This is your beer that you've made?
Yes, I have partnered with Yoni, and it's called the Essence of Amouranth.
Do you ever stop?
No.
How many businesses do you have now?
A lot, actually. I don't know. I should count them sometime.
Count them right now.
Let's see. There's the multiple gas stations. We'll say like 4. There's the Orchard. I also have private equity.
Does Orchards make money?
Yes, it does, but mostly it's for the the taxes and the land that I can exchange later. You have any land yet?
Do I have what?
Do you have land yet? Any land investments?
Wait, just straight land?
Yeah.
I mean, I have this property.
You're moving soon.
I am moving soon.
Are you owning this house, keeping it, or are you selling it?
I'm selling this shit.
Oh, okay.
I want to just be stress-free. I want to live in rent. I don't want to be like tied to something. I've been here for 5 years. Like, this house has been great.
It's been that long already? 5 years.
I've been here for 5 years. I bought this in 2019, but I moved in 2020. So it's been almost 5 years. So I'm just like, you know what? It's been a fun time. I've already talked about this on the podcast before that I am moving. I'm finding places, but I'm looking to move probably like around September 1st.
Okay. Are you going to be getting a bigger house, about the same, downsizing?
Probably getting an apartment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. A lot of my roommates want to just do their own thing. Simply wants to kind of do his own thing. Russell's a billionaire, so he just wants to travel. So I'm probably just going to do and get my own place, or maybe with Russell or something. I have no idea.
Okay, well, you'll figure it out, so that's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I think that the thing is with moving and doing all this stuff is it is crazy because I don't think people realize or I don't even realize sometimes how important my room is to my brand. Like, that room is iconic.
It is iconic. So you should just keep green screening it.
I'm terrified to leave. I'm terrified. Because what if I leave and people are like, oh, I missed the old Niz when he was in that room, and they don't watch me anymore.
Just take a bunch of different angles, everywhere you sit, and green screen different scenes.
You want me to green screen that room?
Yeah.
I should probably green screen Kai's room if I want to get views.
That's iconic, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's the most iconic thing about you, Amouranth, and I've known you for, 6 years?
Something like that. It's been a while.
I remember the first time I still met you.
Do you?
Do you remember the first time you met me?
It was at TwitchCon, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Jacob, pull up the clip. The first time I met you was 2019 TwitchCon. I was a young buck on the scene.
You had like a buzz cut, I think? Something like that.
I had a buzz cut. I had a Twitch shirt, which I was very proud of. And I just got back from getting denied into the League of Legends partner party. And you were outside streaming. And I'm like, oh my fucking God, that's Amouranth. I got to talk to her. And I tried talking to you, and you kind of ignored me.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Do you ignore a lot of your fans?
Yeah.
You do?
I do.
One of your most... do you have the clip of it, Jacob? Can you find it? There's... type in Mizkif meets Amouranth. That might make it pop up.
Mizkif meets Amouranth. Was that the year that Andy Milanakis was there too?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that.
You can't find it? No, it's not there. It must be that old.
Yeah. Also, remember Twitch had that clips purge too.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so people who are watching, Twitch had a massive purge of clips. I still can't believe that happened.
Yeah,
where
that was
basically
stupid.
we were told that everything needs to be removed or you can get permanently banned for DMCA.
Yeah.
It was nothing. Like, who started that rumor?
I don't know. Twitch probably.
I thought that was ridiculous. And one day I had to delete all. I was like, these are my favorite clips. I've 4 years of my content.
So much lore lost of Twitch.
How many people do you think clip you every second? I feel like you have a lot of clips that have like 2 views.
Yeah, the ones that have the most views though are literally like non-tent. It's just me walking around, usually like my butt or something. I bent over to get something.
Do you feel like do you feel like you're degraded? Because you do.
No.
Have you been doing this stuff for what? How long?
I guess this is year number 8.
8 years doing OF content?
Oh, not OF, but just Twitch and streaming in general.
So when you when you started Twitch, you didn't start doing content.
I didn't start like OF till maybe 2000, either late 18, maybe 19. Cause it started taking off in 2020, so probably 19. But then I had the Patreon before then, so it's kind of like the same thing. But
isn't Patreon like you can't do that kind of stuff? Like you can't have like your bazungas out.
Right. It was more like I guess bikini, boudoir, cosplay
and then
stuff.
When OF came out, you were like, "That's my shit."
Yeah, that's when you kind of had to though, because there were so many porn stars that joined.
There's a lot of porn stars that joined OF.
Yeah. So
I forgot.
that's why girls like started doing that. All the cosplay girls, e-girls stuff started going into that because you had to compete.
Yeah, I know a lot of the porn stars. Didn't they leave the porn industry completely because you're like, why get paid $1,000 a video?
Yeah.
When I could just get paid $100,000 a month.
Exactly.
I mean, Mia Malkova, I remember she told me that she made, I think it was $400,000 a month.
Yeah. No, it's a lot more lucrative for sure. Cut out the middleman. Do it yourself.
I feel like you might be one of the most successful content creators of all time.
Probably.
You're definitely the most. Do you think the most successful girl content creator in terms of revenue?
Maybe on the streaming side. I'm not sure about the YouTube, TikTok people. You know.
Like, let me ask you a question. Do you think that? Because I remember you said that you have $40 million.
Something like that. Yeah, it's about there. Fluctuates with my investments, but yeah.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah, I think the OF earnings are the most insane for sure.
That's like so stupid.
Like when I released the earnings, I think it was last year. It's like 53 million or something since I opened it.
Bro. What?
People are lonely. All right. They really are though. It's kind of sad.
Bro, $53 million on just. That's
yeah.
insane.
Oh, there's a clip. They're pulling it up. Screenshot.
So it's a screenshot of you showing your net worth was $27 million. Your gross was $33 million total. And that's throughout. Yeah. Is that just 2022?
No, that's, I guess, since I started it. So it goes by month. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So.
Are you're not still the biggest OF creator right now, right?
I don't know. I don't even know if there's a chart anymore. Because like now you have like celebrities kind of joining it too. It's all mixed around.
Who was the creator that I think it was Bad Barbie. Didn't she make one and she made like $100 million?
Bad Baby, yeah.
Bad Baby. Jacob, pull that up. There's a creator named Bad Baby. Or she's like a
rapper. Questionable.
And I know she wasn't she the girl that did the
Cash Me Outside girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's the Cash Me Outside girl, and she made. Are you going to OnlyFans now, Jacob? What is this? Look it up. Type in Bad Barbie makes money on OnlyFans.
I think it's
she
Bad
made
Baby,
it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Okay, Jacob. Like, what are you doing?
There it is.
Where?
The Bad Baby breaks OnlyFans records. The second picture. Oh, there we go. That's fine too.
Prove she made $50 million on OnlyFans.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for watching the podcast. This is currently our sponsor, MADMONQ. MADMONQ has an excellent product where they have energy vitamins that you basically can chew on, and it gives you laser focus and it gives you great energy. I take multiple of these a day. I took a lot of them during my Elden Ring stream. And if you would like to purchase one of these, you can use my link down below. The first 1,000 people that purchase any of this using my link get a limited edition Ms. Kiff card that will be sent with your box. So go ahead and order today. And thank you, MADMONQ, for sponsoring this podcast. Do you think OF is a dying industry, though?
I don't think it's dying, but I think it's harder and harder to break into because there's too much saturation. Mm-hmm. It's like too mainstream now. It's where it's like you kind of have to blow up like on TikTok or somewhere to have a chance.
Right.
Or I guess you could like Me Too a creator. And
make an OnlyFans. Yeah. Pop off. That's always works.
Be groomed by a creator, and then when you're 18, Me Too him, make an OnlyFans.
Does that happen a lot?
I think I've seen it happen before.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. So, do you think that are girls using AI nowadays to try to look, they're obviously doing it to look better. They're trying to look prettier in pictures on Instagram and stuff like that. Do you see that stuff do girls use AI a lot in OF content?
I don't think the girls use it as much as you would think they do. I think what it actually is people who aren't the girls themselves make AI creators. But I am trying to use it for my content, because immortalize yourself. Why not? Then you can do whatever you want while your AI version gets railed,
Right. So you're saying you're making an AI version of yourself to get railed.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah.
But it's not on OnlyFans, probably, right?
I just have OnlyFans too, but there's also like a Fansly AI one that I do with who's the guy again? You guys remember his name? Yeah, Athene AI.
Oh, you work with Athene?
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, I've seen so many AI influencers now, so they're not real people. They're not really even girls. They're like dude, or maybe like a team of dudes just making a like an Instagram girl's profile. She's not even a real person. She's just entirely AI. Fake pictures, fake videos.
I've seen a lot of VTubers have OnlyFans now. And I'm like, you're literally whipping it out and jerking it to some 40-year-old dude in Japan making AI the art. The girl's not even involved.
Yep.
She's not even typing.
Yeah.
She's just sitting there. I know them. They're collecting checks just on some guy. Basically, they're taking their DeviantArt porn and putting it on OnlyFans and making 40 grand a month.
It's a good business model.
But where did I go wrong? Why am I not getting that? That's the thing I get. It bothers me, Amouranth, because I'm just like, I've worked hard. I've hung out with a lot of women, but I never collected those checks.
You were blessed and cursed at the same time because you started for a streamer early, which is good because now that's too saturated, but also too early to where you missed the opportunity to see the OnlyFans easy money.
And I'm too late to go viral on TikTok and be...
We're too old.
Do you think we're too old nowadays?
Yeah.
I've been getting that vibe from a lot of our friends. Because I try to do content. I'm like, oh, let's do this, let's do that. And they're just like, oh, well, my knee hurts. I have a doctor's appointment. I just don't want to. Stop bothering me. That's chance.
Yeah.
Soda popping. So a lot of people, do you feel like our side, which is like the Poggers community, because there's Poggers and W.
Poggers.
Do you think our Poggers community, like, where do you see it in the next few years? Be honest.
You really... I feel like because we were so plugged into Twitch, well, now I'm shadow banned, but people like you can get on Twitch and just people be like, oh, if you're doing something cool, they'll tune in because they remember the good times. So as long as Twitch stays up, I think you'll always have some of that. But I don't think that the community itself will be nearly as active as like the middle schoolers nowadays. Because Poggers community is definitely like 25 and older at this point, it feels like.
I agree with you. I think that the thing is, I truly believe that we can grow. I think our side could grow and be big, but I just think that it requires triple the work it used to. You know, back like 2 years ago, the Poggers community, we used to just go live, talk to each other, hang out, and it was great and it felt great. But we had such a crazy high because of COVID, right?
Yeah.
But then COVID afterwards dropped and fell off, and we lost our numbers. So nowadays, I think a lot of our side, which is Poggers and the, like, you know, offline TV people and that crew, they just don't want to try anymore because, like, well, I'll never hit that again. So what's the point of me trying? Let me just play Valorant and just chill and put it in my title. And I get it. But for me, I'm just like, God, fuck, I just don't want to. I want people to try. You tried, actually. Remember when you made that, you made a water sport thing?
Yeah, I did the, like, it was kind of like Wipeout, but with streamers, I guess.
Jacob, pull it up.
It was cool. Yeah, streamer Royale.
So you tried to make huge content like that. You were going a route where you were going for the big content and trying to go like the water park stuff. You were trying to go and elevate yourself. Yeah. Why'd you stop?
Because I felt like the amount of money it took to invest, because that show costed like $500K to put on.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, for the amount of viewers that you get in return, it was like, what, maybe like 20 to 50K or something. And then the amount of streamers that flaked or just like were like, say yes, and then they drop out last minute. It pisses off a lot of sponsors. So it's just like too much hassle.
Yep.
When I could just be streaming and not worrying about all that, and not investing any money.
No, I agree.
Content. So
as someone that has put on elevated content, the biggest problem with me every time is when streamers at the last minute just bounce. And it happens all the time. They'll say yes, 24 hours in front of it, I don't want to go. Yeah. And you're like, okay, well, I put you in this, I put you in the graphics, I put you in everything. You're saying no, you're fucking my shit up.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah, so I saw you do that. I was like, damn, she's doing it. But I saw that the viewership wasn't there as much because I think people didn't expect it from you. And I saw how much work you put into it. Yeah. I was like, damn, like, I'm glad you're doing some elevated content. But I understand that
it doesn't, as much as I want to do that kind of stuff, I think it's awesome. It just doesn't work financially for anyone involved in it.
So speaking of financially with stuff, so you made a rare decision to do this. What is this? Oh, this is the event. This is Streamer Royale.
Oh, those are my commercials for it. I was promoting my here. You
Oh,
see,
nice.
yeah, the good old OF, cock joke.
So let me ask you a question. So because I haven't talked to you about this in a while, you were one of the very few that when Kick started, you got a contract.
Yeah. Yeah, I got really lucky on that.
So and how much was your contract? Because was it really 30 million?
I mean, it's around that because I get paid hourly. Right?
Oh, okay.
So it's like, it's projected. I do the math. That's how much.
Is that like if you stream 24 hours a day and play
stream
slots for 24 hours a day?
I stream at least 12 hours a day.
Jesus.
So, yeah.
So do you feel like streaming that much? Because you've been streaming out like that for like 4 or 5 years, 12 hours a day, in hot tubs. Like that was your big pop off, was you were on the Pickle Rick in a hot tub all day. Do you think that stuff, streaming 12 hours a day, has hurt your mental health?
I would say yes and no. I think there's a lot of, social interactions that I've missed out on. So I think like I do get lonely sometimes. And then, I always kind of feel like I look around and it's like, what am I doing with my life? I'm just staring at a screen all day for some of it. But nowadays, since the Kick contract, since I do get paid hourly, I don't really have to constantly be maximizing for like the concurrent viewer count. I still try to like do fun stuff. Like today we went to like a car shop and we got to drive like hybrid sports cars. It was pretty sick. And I was like riding as a passenger and we're going really fast. So that was cool. I'll do stuff like that. But it feels a lot better now that I don't have to constantly look at like the other people in the category and be like, okay, what can I do to stay on top? What are they doing? What are they doing? Because like on Kick, there's not many e-girls anyway to look at. So it's like,
yeah, you're the top girl streamer. Yeah. You might be the top streamer sometimes. Fuck, if Thaden Ross isn't there.
Yeah, it's a lot less stressful for sure.
Yeah. How do you feel about Kick over the past like year?
I really like the platform and I like the people. I do think it's unfortunate that they've had like so many bad eggs on there try to make a lot of trouble for the PR side. And they've done a lot to like ban them. But I think it's a much more relaxed atmosphere because on Twitch, it's like you get banned on and tell you why.
But do you think it's too relaxed where these guys are like, oh, well, there's so many clips to go off of. Is it like too relaxed because now they're going viral nonstop. People want to hate on Kick. Right?
Yeah.
They pry off it. A lot of drama commentators on YouTube see that, oh, I could just take these clips on Kick and just post them and get 1 million views. Do you think that Kick should be pushing? I feel like they should be pushing more for bans, like permanent bans, to try to fix their image. Yeah. But I also don't know what they can really do for it.
Yeah, they've done a lot with the people who like aren't like they're super big content creators or whatever. And I've noticed like people like Aiden Ross, like the bigger ones, they have started to chill out more because they want to like have Kick have a good image. But then like the middle people who are getting all those like predator videos on them, they've been permabanned. So they are taking action against it. But I think the perception is that they're not, sadly.
Oh, they are taking taking action.
They are.
I always assumed it was like, oh, we banned him, and then it's like 24 hours he's back.
Yeah, not for most of them, no.
Oh, okay.
So,
do you believe that Kick has a chance to take on Twitch as a competitor?
I think it does, but I also think that it's still relatively going to be difficult because streaming itself, I don't think is the future. Like the long form streaming, I think short form we've seen like with TikTok is much more palatable for people.
Yeah, like speed.
Yeah.
You think so? You think streamers in a few years are not going to be doing long form content?
No, what I can definitely see happening is platforms like a Netflix or whatever buying out live streamers to come to their platform and curating like programs, awesome. Like actual programs, like 30-minute to an hour length, like full blown production.
I want that.
Just the personalities. Like I could see that happening. And kind of like streaming kind of shifting more towards like it might still be live stream, but it's more of like scheduled regular TV programming again, but on these streaming platforms.
I fucking want that.
Yeah, that'd be sick, right?
That's like my thing.
Yeah.
Like I could do some of my shows there. I could do Schooled, Netflix if you're watching. I'll do 90 Day Fiance. I don't give a fuck. I'll go on Netflix.
Yeah, but I think that's what the future is because if you think about it, that's how you make sure that content creators have a budget to be able to make stuff if it's backed by the platform that they're bought out by. And then it's also brand friendly, so they still have advertisers. But it's not too long so that people feel like they're going to miss out on stuff and get like disinterested.
Do you feel like you're smarter than the average person? Because when you talk, you're very, it's very calculated. Like you're very like like you know what to say at the right moment. Do you think that you're more articulate than the average person?
No, but I will say more articulate than the average internet, chronically online individual, perhaps. Like, I feel like there's so many smart people out there in the world, but we're just not used to interacting with them because of what we do.
Damn. Do you think most streamers are stupid?
No, but I think a lot of what we see online, like the posts like of people just talking and chatters and like the degenerate content that does work because their audience is children, I feel like that's a lot of like the stupidity that we observe, sadly.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think that, because you say you've been doing it now for a few years, do you think that doing this kind of content where you're, sexualizing yourself and this and that, has that affected your like body? Do you feel like you've got body dysmorphia? Do you think that you've just changed in yourself a little bit?
I wouldn't say body dysmorphia, but God, my knees hurt, just like you were saying. Old, plus I'm on them all the time, so.
Well, I honestly don't even understand how you possibly did the hot tub shit for 12 hours a day.
Oh, it was grueling. I hated that. It's so exhausting. You start chafing where the floaty rubs on you constantly and the bikini changes and they're cutting into your butthole, it's just...
I know there's a lot of people who are probably watching this that are like, shut the fuck up. Like, shut the fuck up. You were making so much money. But I'm
mostly memeing, but yes, it was annoying.
It was fucking, you just sat there.
It was boring at times, yeah. Very boring.
I don't get how you do it. I'd be so bored. 12 hours a day, sitting there just like this, on a banana or a pickle Rick.
Yeah.
I mean, holy fucking shit. You are a workaholic.
Yeah.
You are absolutely a workaholic.
That's because I know that, you understand. We have spent so much of our youth doing this stuff that we have no real world connections. We don't have backup plans.
I hate that though.
Yeah. I hate it too, but that's also why I keep
You're
going.
my age, right? I'm 29.
I'm 30, yeah.
Yeah. See, I feel like I'm like, God, fuck. I've just done so much business and I've done so much streaming stuff. I've become such a workaholic. When am I going to be able to be just Matt? Like, when am I going to actually enjoy my life?
You have to find hobbies that actually are fulfilling, that you really look forward to, that don't have anything to do with streaming.
Like anal.
Yeah, that's one of them.
I mean, I'm trying to find hobbies. Like soccer's one of them.
Oh, is it?
I almost joined a soccer league.
You should do one for your gym. Do y'all have like a yard?
Fuck the
Or
yard.
Indoor soccer? You could do that.
In my gym where there's a bunch of barbells and
I mean, you could
dudes
find a
with
building
steroids?
nearby to host events and stuff. That'd be fun.
Well, I tried joining a soccer league and I went to the place and I was signing it up and one of the kids immediately recognized me. He's like, "Oh, Miss Kip, what's up? Are you signing up?" I'm like, "No."
You don't like them recognize you?
I want to be able to go somewhere and it's just, I'm mad.
Oh.
I don't want to have to be Ms. Kiff. And I think the second I feel that, I'm just going to be like, oh, I don't want to do it.
Yeah. I kind of have that with my stables where I keep my horses. I go there and people say my name.
Your horses can talk.
Yeah, that too.
That's incredible. How much was your horses?
One of them was 25,000. There was a 24,000 one, and then the other one I got in a bidding war with in an auction. He was 40,000. So, but then that's not even the most expensive part. You have to take care of them until they die.
Why don't you just like adopt like a cat?
I have birds and bunnies.
So are you trying to be like, what's that one chick that has a ton of animals? I forgot her name. Forget about it. Are you trying to have a bunch of animals and be like an animal woman?
Yeah. That'd be awesome. The only difference between me and an animal hoarder is I have a lot of money, so they have a good life.
Fuck.
Yeah.
You're kind of right.
Yeah.
They're all have shit lives if they're hoarded.
Yeah.
You're actually right.
Hello, friends. My name is Chucky, a man who understands the value of the great outdoors and the peace it provides. And speaking of peace, today's sponsor, Cash App, brings even more of it to my life. Cash App's mission is to make it as easy as possible to get the most out of your money. That's why when you deposit your paycheck on Cash App, you get extra protection with $50 and free overdraft coverage. There is truly nothing better than having some extra peace of mind for all my happy little critters out there. That's why I always end up thinking about peaceful things like a ripple of water on a river in northern Montana, the majestic call of a blue whale, remembering how Cash App won't charge you fees if you have to overdraft, and the stunning beauty of the orange frogfish. But I digress. As long as you know that if you ever make a small mistake, Cash App provides an extra layer of protection and peace. Download Cash App on the App Store or Google Play Store right now for free. Scan the QR code on the screen or click the link in the description. That's money. That's Cash App. Now back to the podcast, my friends.
Let me ask you a question. Have you, because I personally know you, and I know you have, every girl I know has stalker problems.
Oh, yeah.
Freaks. People have shown up. People have shown up to my house.
Anything recently for you?
Let me think. I had a recent time someone showed up to my house. No, it's been a while. I think the last person that showed up was probably about 6 months ago. And he came up to my house searching, for women. And I'm at the door and I see him and I back up because I'm like, this is not someone I know. And I pointed a gun at him straight up. I was like, shit. I pointed like this. But I was like, I was about to shoot. And he sat there and until the police came and they took him away. I was terrified.
He was looking for women at your house?
I mean, that's a pretty good place to look nowadays.
It is.
But he was looking
That's smart.
He came here. He's like, I'm looking for blank, 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 and blank, blank. And I'm like, none of those people even live here. So this guy's insane.
Delulu.
Yeah, he's Delulu. But he came all the way here. I'm like, bro, first of all, like, where do you think that's okay? Second, none of them are here. Like, if you're going to go to the right house, go somewhere. And he went, I just called the police on him and he left. But I know you have some crazy stories.
Did you hear about the Estonia guy?
Nope.
Okay, well, this guy from Estonia, he was
Check
watching my...
Estonia. I don't know what the fuck that is.
It's a country. It's a small-ass country. You can actually rent the whole country, I think, for like...
You can rent the country.
For not that much.
Estonia. Are those all the people in it? Those names? It's near Finland. Oh, it's near Russia. Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
God.
it's small. But yeah, this guy was watching my stream one day. That's how I found out about him. When I was doing like the hot tub stuff, like the ASMR mic licking, all that stuff. And he was watching it and kind of copying me. Like when I was in the hot tub, this guy would have his feet in a bowl of water while he sat in a recliner and was wearing like swimming trunks and a bathrobe.
Wait, is he streaming?
Yeah, he was streaming.
Oh.
Streaming himself just watching me in the pool section with his title something like I guess his name plus Amouranth equals true love, stuff like that. It would change, but that would be the nature of every title. And then he had as a donation goal on his overlay like $800 flight to Houston. Yeah. So that was really sus. I was reporting him to like my account managers and stuff. They were taking down his streams, but he kept making new accounts, doing it over and over. And when I was like licking the microphone, doing ASMR and stuff, he would do it too, not with like an ear mic, but with like a regular mic, streaming himself like doing the same stuff I was doing in the category with the title blah blah plus Amouranth equals true love. And I'm like, this is so creepy. This guy is mentally insane.
You should have punched yourself.
I would have done it. You could tell he just wasn't there mentally. He was like, something was wrong with him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he did come to Houston, and then he was streaming himself trying to find me in Houston. He would stream himself at different locations, like IRL streaming on his phone, and he would put like the address he was at, like at a Starbucks or whatever, and he would type it into his title, and it's like waiting for Amouranth.
Would people watch?
Just a few haters and they would try to dox my address. One of them was successful, and so he came to my house.
Jesus.
Showed up, and I was able to see like on my cameras. So we had all the doors locked, and he was trying to open the doors, like open the door handle and stuff, looking in all the windows, like streaming, like this is her house, you know. It's like, I'm out here. I don't know why she's not answering.
How old was he?
I don't know.
We have a guess.
Probably like late 20s.
Okay.
I think he's just insane.
Yeah.
He's like, I brought all my stuff with me. I sold the rest of it. I sold my house. I sold my cat. And all he had with him was like a saxophone case and a ring that he was going to use to propose.
Did he play the sax?
I didn't see him play, but probably at some point.
Fuck him. What the hell?
He should have played on the doorstep, right?
Yeah, he should have done something for you.
Yeah, but it was really creepy. And the police came. The first time he showed up, they did a restraining order.
Yeah.
And like a trespassing warning. And they like dropped him off somewhere. But then like a year later, he came back again. I don't know why. Just randomly showed up one day. This time not streaming, just showed up. And so the police came because he violated the trespassing. Then they actually arrested him and took him to jail. But you know what's crazy is because I found this out because he joined my Discord later. I heard voices in the background, and he's in Florida now. And I think because from the conversations in the background, he has a drug daddy. I think that's who bailed him out of prison. or jail.
Wait,
Jail.
why would a drug daddy bail him out?
Because he's a cover now and is from Estonia. He's a white, unassuming guy selling drugs. Because that's what he said he was doing.
Wait, how is he still in America if he's from Estonia?
I don't know. So I said he's a drug daddy or something.
But he's here, you think?
Not in Texas, in Florida.
That's still
he
terrifying.
He still comes to my Discord sometimes. Like when I have the chat open, I'm talking to viewers. He'll come in, makes new accounts all the time.
That's insane.
Yeah, he's crazy.
I can't believe that. I mean, you had one time, I remember you Jacob, you can probably pull this up, where someone lit your garbage cans on fire too.
Oh, yeah. That was when I was playing Diablo, when Diablo 4 first came out, I think.
Did you ever find out who that was?
No, I didn't. Sadly. I mean, it was Diablo 3. One of them.
Somebody tried to set Amouranth's house on fire. Yesterday, late in the evening, there was a fire along the side of my home.
Diablo 3, yeah.
Originating from the area where my trash can is kept. The cause of the fire has not been determined, but investigators strongly suspect arson.
Yeah. It exploded at night. It just burst
What the fuck's in
into
your
flames.
trash can?
Nothing. That's the weird thing, right? There was nothing that like would have caught on fire.
What a piece of shit.
Yeah, it almost caught my house on fire. It was like a foot away from my garage. It was loud enough to make the garage reverberate with the explosion. And
Did you hear it when you were playing Diablo?
Yeah. I was like, what was that? And I went out to look because I thought something had fallen or like the dogs were getting into something. It was like a muffled through this. I had the speakers on and everything. And I went to the kitchen, was looking around, like, I don't know what fell. And then it smelled kind of like something was burning. And so then I started checking like the heater of the house and like the attic and like the oven and the stove. And then I looked out, like I pulled the curtains back in my kitchen and the trash can was on fire. I was
Jesus
like,
Christ.
what the fuck?
Yeah, what a piece of shit.
It was like a few inches away from my yard too. So that would have been really bad. But luckily it was just the trash can.
Bro, what if you lit your backyard on fire and all your horses and all the king's men got fucking
That's what I'm saying.
crisped?
Yeah, I brought my dogs in when I saw that shit, and I was like, "Fuck, dude! Like, I hope it doesn't get to the back." And
How'd you put out the fire?
I called the fire trucks to come.
Oh, and they did it?
Yeah,
That's insane. I honestly, that's the one thing that I mean, women having to deal with these stalkers like that is terrifying.
yeah.
Are you still terrified about it right now? Like, do you still fear about it?
No, 'cause now I have like a compound, so I have like a cement wall and barbed wire and a gate, and I have like turrets.
Do you
and
think
I
that's
have-
really going to stop that Estonian man?
Yeah,
A turret?
yeah.
You have a legit turret.
I mean, not well, kind of. I have, I have guns and I have a window to snipe people out of. So
Are you playing like Call of Duty or something at your house?
I thought about buying a tank, so maybe I am
You want to buy it? What are you going to put? We're going to put it.
on my lawn.
That's just going to make you look like you're a government house. You're going to get just random people coming. They'll be like, where's my mail?
Hey, but it'll keep people away.
I think, honestly, if you get a tank, that would make me go there.
Well, that's because you know me. You're chill.
Yeah, but I think you're just going to get, like, random people from this town being like, oh, wow, a tank. Look at this. So interesting.
It would be cool, though.
That's like me at my house getting a giant pole and having, like, a flag of me on it. And it's like, oh, wow. I wonder if people are going to show up to my house now.
That's content now. Remember all the Degen content? We were talking about that, right?
What about Degen content?
That the IRL viral moments are getting crazy and crazier and more illegal.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They are. Well, I mean, I think there's... No, they are. It's
Yeah.
definitely getting worse.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's not like... I mean, people love to watch that stuff, but they only love to hate it. So it's just short form.
Right.
But if you're like an IRL streamer, it's always kind of been like that. Definitely came back a lot with Kick, but it was kind of always like that, where Degen IRLing is the... People watch it the most. I hate watch Jack Daughtry all the time.
Yeah, but when we used to do it, in the golden age of Twitch, it was just like simple trolly things where no one was actually like getting hurt and being like a nuisance. Too bad. It was more just annoying kids, right?
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's like people are punching, they're fighting, they're getting the cops called on them.
But they did that on Twitch, though. I think that's more Kick, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. On Twitch, I think IRLing's still very relaxed. I mean, someone I look at a lot that is like a godlike IRLer now is Speed. I watch him because I actually watch him once in a while. I'm like, damn, you have what it takes. There'll be like 100 people around him, but he knows like
He's so good.
When you're in an IRL stream, you have to know exactly what's content, and he'll be like, no, yes, I can see that your content does a backflip, 5 million views.
No, I think Ice Speed's probably the best one, and he has like the obnoxious energy, which is good for have an engaging audience. But he never goes too far with what he actually does. It's never like crazy shit where people are getting hurt. But I think people try to copy his energy, but because they can't do it, then they have to do borderline illegal shit to get views.
I could do what he does.
Yeah, you can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I truly believe I could do most of what he does, besides the backflips. My only question for him is, I don't know how he affords all this shit. How does he always afford to travel? I don't think I've ever seen. What do you have? Like, I've never seen a Raid Shadow Legend sponsor on his stream.
Do you have like YouTube money or anything?
Maybe. I feel like his shit gets demonetized. Oh, he did do that crypto thing once.
Oh.
So he probably made bank off that. But the thing is, guys like that are so big, who cares?
Yeah.
What do you do? Cancel Speed? He can do a run right now. Who gives a fuck?
Right now we have more PR things coming up for guys to cancel them over. Crypto seems like nothing now.
Yeah, it's like, okay,
Crypto's like,
whatever.
all right, whatever.
That was such a 2021 way to cancel people.
Yeah.
Like, oh, here, he did a crypto scam. He said, the F word. No one cares anymore. Now it's like
minors. That's bad. And it is bad. But now, like, all the stupid shit people did before, it doesn't seem like anything bad in comparison.
What do you think about the doc drama?
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
That is disgusting.
Yep. Did he ever message you?
I don't think so. But I had Twitch whispers turned off, so I don't know.
Never DM'd you?
I don't know. I can look. That's a good question.
I feel like everyone should check. I checked.
Yeah. Nothing? Damn.
Actually, no, he did message me once. He said something like on the lines of, because he saw my MMA fight. He said, you're doing a good job out there. Keep it up. You're trying to stay ahead of the new kids.
When was that?
I think he was trying to stay behind them. Like 2 weeks ago. Actually, no, like a month ago. It was a month ago.
Yeah, I don't think I got anything from Doctor. Damn. That's disappointing now.
It's because you don't have a cock.
It's because I'm a legal adult, probably.
Yeah, it's not as interesting.
Yeah.
It's not as interesting. It blows my mind that this all happened because I was if you asked me who I believe was the most influential streamers of all time, Doc would be he might be number one.
He was huge.
Yeah.
I mean, he could still be huge before this. I don't know what he has been doing lately.
Yeah, I wonder how he'll be after this because I actually went on his Reddit a few days ago just to see what people say, and a lot of people are defending him, and they're saying, I know, but they're saying, well, if she was only 17 in my country, that's perfectly fine. Who cares? It's not a big deal, and I will still watch Dr. Disrespect.
Never mind the fact that he's also married and a father,
Oh, they said that. They said, I don't care that he cheated.
That's crazy.
Some people.
Some people.
And then others would be like, oh, well, you've already admitted that he already admitted that he did it wrong. Like he texted a minor. So, I mean, they're like, well, don't you understand that he already admitted it? They're like, well, I don't care.
Yeah,
I'll still watch him.
This is just the one we found out about. You have to wonder how many happened that nobody knows about.
Yeah. I mean, what was interesting that I actually figured out about the Dr. Disrespect drama is he got canceled, this all happened right around the cancellations when people were starting the Me Too movement. So right around the Me Too movement is when Dr. Disrespect got banned from Twitch.
Right.
So I almost suspect, and I could be completely wrong, I might be wrong, that Doc got banned around that movement because Twitch might have been looking into that kind of content or maybe checking things at that time to make sure they're okay. So when they were checking that stuff and they saw those messages and then they reported to the authorities and all that stuff happened.
That could make sense. What I thought it was the bathroom incident where he was streaming in the bathroom and I thought somebody got angry, pressed charges or something, but no, this makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, because it was right when a lot of other content creators on Twitch were getting canceled. It was the same month.
Yeah.
So I think that month was kind of a Twitch was like, let's check everything to make sure we're okay. Maybe they saw something and they're like, oh God, let's get Doc out of here. Bam, it was gone.
Yeah.
But it is crazy to me with Dr. Disrespect is how did none of us think that it was that bad? Because we all memed it. I don't know why I was just like, oh, well, I believed him that he got banned because of a Twitch contract dispute. Like, how is that real? But we all believed it.
I don't know. Like I said, I thought it was a bathroom thing. So I just assumed it was something to do with that.
But like, he wouldn't get permabanned for that. Like, why did none of us question, like, wow, this guy got permanently banned, the biggest content creator on the website.
I think we did question it. We just didn't get any answers.
Well, he just said it was a Twitch contract dispute, and no one said anything. What blows my mind is, why did none of the people that came out now say anything? Why did no one say anything when Doc said
some legal thing must have been holding them. They must have been scared of something. I don't know. I don't know what it could be.
I don't understand how this stayed under wraps.
Yeah, I don't know.
For 4 years. Which is interesting is because I actually know people started saying this as a rumor. They're like, oh, Doc got banned for sexting minors. 6 months ago, I heard it at a party. I'm like, I don't believe it. I was like, that's probably not true. But I was wrong. Yeah, there's Doc in the bathroom. I honestly didn't even see this as a big deal, but this blew the fuck up.
I've never seen that picture. That's funny. I just heard about it. I never watched it, so that's funny.
He got a lot of hate for this, right?
God.
I mean, he should have got banned, but it was more of a meme than anything.
Goodness. Was that in a guy's bathroom or a girl's bathroom?
I'm hoping it was. I think. Oh, there's your answer. Yeah, I think the problem was there was also a kid behind him clearly peeing.
Oh.
He was a strange man.
Yeah.
Anyone that's willing to put on a mask like that for 5-6 hours a day, you're playing the same character for 12, 13 years. He's been around. Actually, no, 15 years he was around. Like, you got to be kind of insane.
See, now wanting to conceal your identity makes a lot of sense.
You don't think people will recognize him out in public? I feel like his name and his face is everywhere.
No, I mean the original intent behind it. But yeah, now they definitely would. Now people know what he looks like.
I honestly believe that Dr. Disrespect has one option. I think he has to come back and say, fuck everybody. I don't give a fuck. And I think some people are going to be like, dude, true, Doc. Like, I never left. And he'll have a few thousand viewers for that. Or I think he had a pretty good idea of the Costa Rica thing.
What was his Costa Rica thing?
He said he just wants to get out of here and travel to Costa Rica. And he said, maybe I should stay there. I think that might, I mean, shit, I don't think he'll get recognized so much in Costa Rica.
That's an option. What he could also do is come back as like a new identity, kind of change up his look as Mr. Respect and denounce Dr. Disrespect as a character. You saw that too?
He can make an OnlyFans.
That's true. He could make an OnlyFans. And his thing could be going on to girls' TikToks and be like, let me know when you're 18 or 17.
Fucks only 18-year-olds. His redemption. I wonder if his wife's still with him. I'd probably be out.
Depends if there's money involved.
She can probably
get
out of the marriage and get money.
Yeah.
What judge isn't going to be like, oh yeah, here's, take some money.
She might now.
I'd be fucking out.
Yeah.
With my kid.
Yeah. Some women want to stay with them because they really want a father figure. They want stability for their kid. But I feel like this is not like a great father figure. But you know, what do we know?
I totally agree with you. And there are women that would just stay with him because I'm sure he's got tons of money because he got paid his Twitch contract. Probably worth like $40 million.
Yeah.
So I'm sure she's like, well, if I leave, I lose all of that. But if I stay, you know, I get to be rich for the rest of my life.
Right.
But I personally just feel bad for one person involved in this whole thing. I feel bad for the person that was messaged because she's probably like, what the fuck is my life? She's probably having panic attacks, waiting for someone to dox her. But I truly feel bad for that kid. I felt when I saw that, I'm like, you're such a piece of shit. Not for the wife. I mean, cheating on your wife's already bad, but I just feel so bad for that child that now for the rest of her life, like, because she knows, she's probably remembers the name and who he is. She's gonna forever know that her dad's a fucking freak and a public freak. Like, she can't say her dad's Dr. Disrespect. People are like, ew.
Yeah, it's gonna be really rough. People meme on OnlyFans girls doing porn. Like, your kids one day and their kids will make fun of your kids.
Do you think your kids will make fun of you for doing OnlyFans as they're in a 17-acre ranch with a bunch of horses that are $28,000?
No. Also, like, why would you admit to your friends that you watch their mom's porn?
Oh, that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
For sure, some kid's gonna be like, Zach, I saw your mommy.
Yeah,
milkers.
but then my kid would just make fun of them for like watching their mom's porn.
Listen, I'll be honest with you that your kid doesn't have a good argument. I don't think your kid's gonna be like, you're
no, it
weird
wouldn't
for
be an
jerking off to my mom.
argument. It would just be like, okay.
Well, I mean, he could say okay while he's got like a Rolls Royce or something.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, he can cry about in his Ferrari, right? It's like, but he won't. He wouldn't. He'd just be like, okay.
Do you want children?
I don't know, maybe. Do you want children?
You know, it's funny. They ask me this every podcast, and every time it's a different answer, which probably means no for now.
Yeah.
I'm too dumb.
I don't think you're dumb.
I'm not social. Let's go with this. It would be really good content because that's all I think of. Love it for about 9 months. But then you actually have the kid.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with that.
That's fair.
I'll pass. The actual kid part's bad. For the 9 months, I could deal with it. It's like content. Oh, she's getting mad at me. I have to move to Kentucky. But, you know, other than that, I'm not going to have a child. I think. For a while. If I do and it's a fuck up, then I'll have it.
If you get really bored one day, you could like adopt a 4-year-old. You're past the annoying part.
Adopt a 4-year-old?
Yeah.
Can we let my cat in? Just let him in. He's fucking so dependent on me. People at home, if you can't hear it, my cat is scratching at the door for the past 30 minutes. He got his exercise in for the day.
Aww.
Do a lot of I know you. What's up, Chompy? Get up here. There it is. Let me ask you a question, Amouranth. A lot of women who do OnlyFans, I know they do interesting things on there, but do a lot of women on those kind of platforms, do they do things off the platform like escort type stuff?
I don't know. I've never talked to anyone about it. I feel like it depends how successful they are. If they got a lot of success, they'd have no reason to, right? But I'm sure there are some with like who have maybe 5 fans on their OnlyFans, and they probably do escort.
Have you ever
stuff.
fucked a fan?
No.
Have you ever like done anything with a fan?
No.
Didn't that make
I've stepped on them. Does that count? Maybe they coomed. I don't know. They might have preed.
Do you think you've ever had a fan walk up to you and he preed?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I do.
Like, have you felt it? Have you been like, that's...
No,
Okay.
but I've seen some of them where it looks like they might have. I've had guys come up to me in like meet and greet lines and ask me out, and they're like surprised Pikachu face when I say no. They can't believe it.
Oh, those are probably the people that are too afraid to go to your house.
Yeah, probably.
I know SD Peach once said that she had a fan come up to her and
What does that mean?
he preed.
Oh, okay.
And she was like, yeah, that was fucking weird. Oh, this guy. This is the classic. This is probably the most famous clip of you ever in history.
One of my mods at the time. Not a mod anymore, but yeah. Good old Amish Andy meme. I've had so many people recreate that at my meet and greets. Like, can you just like walk away when we do the high five bit?
Yeah, I actually know him. He's VIP in your chat, isn't he?
Probably. I don't even know.
He comes in my chat all the time. He used to. I see him.
He's chill, dude.
Yeah. Do you think he felt shitty after all this stuff?
Maybe the first few minutes, but I think after I looked like an asshole from the clip going viral, I think he felt better about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did get a lot of hate.
I did.
You've gotten a lot of hate over the years.
I have. It's good for business.
Does it actually... Do people buy a lot of your stuff when you're getting hate?
Yeah, because it's such a good advertisement, you know? When people start talking about you, whether it's good or bad, you reach new people.
True. I unfortunately, it doesn't work for guys usually as much as it works for women, but that is true.
I mean, it does if you're a Degen content creator.
Exactly. If you're Degen, that works great for you. But for someone like me who has more of this, like, people see me as like a good person, I don't know for what reason, it doesn't help.
Yeah. One of the more brand safe streamers.
What's the worst decision you've made in your career?
Ooh, worst decision. Probably not joining OnlyFans earlier, because they actually did offer me like some like first joiner perks, but I said no because it wasn't established as a platform yet.
Do you ever feel like people judge you very hard because of what you do and not who you are?
Oh, absolutely. But, you know.
Is that why you tweet a lot where you're like, oh, I just bought a gas station? It's because you want people to see that side of you. We're like, oh, wow, she's not just a person with a, 3 faces.
Actually, no. I don't really care what people think about me. I do that stuff because I know that articles will write about it, and that's just free advertisement.
So you just nonstop think about business?
Yeah. Like, what can I do to get articles to write some more stuff about me?
Does that ever get hollow?
What do you mean?
Like, do you ever feel like exhausted?
Not really.
How?
Because I'm used to it at this point. I'm just kind of like in that mode for the past 8 years constantly.
Do you think you're going to stop?
Yeah, probably within the next few years. Let's say wind it down.
What does wind it down mean?
let my AI get railed while I step away from the computer and just hang out with my animals.
You think you'll be okay with that?
Yeah,
because people who are workaholics usually can't stop.
Well,
they
have
find
lots
something
of
else.
projects. I'd have like, I want to do like animal like cams and breeding and showing horses and stuff. So
like Harvest Moon.
Yeah, like real life Harvest Moon, exactly.
You want to show horses being?
No.
Oh.
Maybe on their OnlyFans. I don't know.
Jesus Christ, you probably will do that too.
Only ponies.
So let me ask you, Amouranth, have you? I don't know if you want to answer this question, but this is a question I'm sure people are wondering. What is going on with the whole, like, because I mean, you went viral for this and you got a lot of hate. The husband situation. Are you allowed to talk about that?
No.
That's
Can't talk about that one. Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, I remember that went viral and I'm like, I didn't see it as bad. I was like, why do people care about this?
A lot of people care.
Yeah.
For like girls in relationships especially. Just even if nothing like bad happens, just the fact that girls have relationships, they freak out. Like remember Nesty Peach?
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, people freaked out when she
was revealed that she had, like when she's like, I am getting married. And they're like, what? And then she got pregnant and they were like, what?
Oh, really? That happened?
Yeah, you didn't know she had a kid?
I know she had a kid. I actually didn't, I unfollowed her, so.
When you found out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Understandable.
Yeah, I know the guy that I mean, look, they're happy.
They're so happy together.
So you think she lost a lot of her cult following because of this?
No, I think she lost a lot of the cult following because she kind of stopped being as consistent right as Twitch blew up. She kind of like was too early almost for...
Yeah, she was a very original e-girl.
Yeah. It's like 2016, 17, maybe some 18. And then she kind of like got a personal life and disappeared right before like COVID blew everything up.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did do that. I remember, I mean, I think Alinity kind of took advantage of all that stuff, but SD Peach definitely kind of, I mean, I think she just cared more about this life.
Yeah.
Children.
Which I get. Yeah.
Yeah. And you don't know if you want kids yet.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I never wanted them growing up because my family was kind of poor. And so I never wanted to have to say no to a kid for financial reasons. But now I make so much money that I don't really have that excuse anymore. But because I've never imagined myself with kids, now I just don't know if I want them.
Do you think that AI is going to just completely change OF to the point where there won't be creators as much?
I don't think so for at least a while. I feel like people still kind of see AI as like a weird thing. Like it's almost like taboo without being like, you know, super crazy. But I don't think it's going to change the mainstream, like the main monetization form on OF. I think it's still going to be real people for a while.
I think it's going to change when you can just like put a dick on your fucking desk and just fuck the shit out of it while you're like fucking Tom and Jerry. I don't know. And it's like, it feels real.
You mean like a VR thing?
Yeah. No, AR. Fuck VR. VR's, I can already fuck some chick in VR. That's boring. Ralph will get it, does it every stream.
But you want to like feel it.
Yeah, AR is when it's like,
yeah.
These are the boobs, right? This is the penis.
Yeah.
But that's coming for sure. I think when that happens, I think the whole porn industry is kind of done. I mean, they're making robots now that you can have sex with soon.
Yeah. No, I have thought about that. Like fleshlights that like are hooked up into like a, you know, VR version. So it's like as you're fucking the girl, you feel it on your dick.
Would you let a guy download your face? It's like a skin and then put it on a robot and then have sex with it?
Yeah, that's like my version of what CSGO skins. That'd be great.
Do you ever feel like like you don't feel desensitized at this point?
I do feel desensitized to it all, yeah. I just don't care anymore. I'm
do you enjoy, let me ask you a question. Do you enjoy sex and stuff like that? Or is it like...
Oh, yeah, I do enjoy sex.
It's not different for you though because you just do it all day? Or do that kind of stuff all day?
No, I don't actually do it all day. I think my OnlyFans shoots happen like maybe once or twice a month. And then but I just go do it for like 12 hours and I bank it for like the next next month or two sometimes. And then I don't do it anymore.
Oh, and then you stream.
Yeah.
Interesting. I thought you did way more than that.
Yeah, no.
No, I never checked.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like it's a lot of content, but I'm not doing it every day.
Would you feel weird if one of your friends came up to you and were like, hey, that was a really good... I yanked it to that.
Yeah, that would really weird me out. I'd probably be like, block.
Has anyone ever said that to you?
Just chatters, not people I know personally.
Really?
Yeah, no one I know personally ever brings up anything about sex or porn around me.
Has anyone around you tried to like get in it or something like that with you?
I think one of my exes did.
Oh, he wanted to start doing that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, Austin show started.
Yeah.
Austin show started doing it today.
With Fansley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that shit. I wonder how much he's going to make doing this. So for people at home, Austin Show is a streamer for like once a year, and he made an only or Fansly today.
Sheesh. Yeah, he was telling me about it. We did a political activation together.
This guy literally doesn't do anything, and he just works out for like 3 months. Boom. I'm very curious to see how much money he makes.
Oh, he's been working out for a while. He just doesn't flex it much.
If he gets a lot of money, I'm doing this.
If
he tells me, Miz, I made a mill, I'm done.
Do it.
I'm done doing these mobile sponsors. I will fucking do this shit immediately.
Yeah, all he's doing is thirst traps. He's not like.
I'll do more. Fuck him. I'll be his competitor.
There you go.
I'll take him on.
You can do a collab with him even.
I'll just do collabs with every girl I know. I have the full Pokedex of fucking women.
That's true. You do.
I'll just be like, hey, come over to my house. You owe me. And they'll say, I kind of do.
Y'all could promote it together.
Can you do collabs like that on OF?
Yeah, you can tag creators.
Yeah, but
and you can also live stream on there.
Oh god, I would just feel so. If I ever live stream that shit, I'd be like, get the fuck out of it. They'll say like Pog to me while I'm like doing anything. I don't want them to talk to me.
You could just wear a wig, sunglasses, and a mustache.
Do you think there's a viewer that's watching you ever that's like, I don't like her for her bazungos. I like her because she's just fun to see.
Yeah, there's some liars in my chat for sure.
What do they say? They're like, oh, I like your gameplay. And you're like IRL
I
for
love it
12
when
hours
you
a day.
play games, Amouranth. Yeah.
Pieces of shit.
I
hate when my viewers say that to me too. Just shut up. You just want me to bring in an Asian girl.
Yeah. It's true.
Liars.
So how'd you feel about the beer?
Honestly, that was amazing.
Yeah?
That was top tier.
So you tried the alcoholic version.
No, that was really good.
Do you feel drunk at all?
No. One beer. I have ADHD. I don't get drunk.
It's light. It's pretty
I can take
light.
6 shots and I don't feel it.
Would you get drunk off of it, though, if you had a case?
I drink this for sure.
I think we sent you one.
You did?
Yeah. Did you send it yet? Oh, not yet. We had the address. Hasn't been shipped yet. We've been pretty busy. But we'll send you one.
Yeah, just ask that stalker for the address. He'll send it to you. But I believe that is the end of this episode. I would like to thank one of my close friends, Amouranth. She has always been a great person.
Friend.
Hey, I've known you for how long? 6 years? 5 years?
Yay! I'm in the cool kids club.
Welcome. Thank you, Amouranth, for coming on. If you guys would like to find her, you guys obviously know where to find her. I can't say it because it's probably going to get me demonetized.
Downbad.com.
Oh, downbad.com.
We can say that. Yeah, I make it safe.
Go to downbad.com if you want to see Amouranth. You can check out her gameplay. She's very popular for that. And thank you guys very much for watching this episode. If this video hits 10,000 likes, me and Amouranth will do a collab on OF.
I mean, we'll do that if it hits 1 like.
Fuck. Let's make sure this has 10,000 dislikes. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.
Bye.